It's coming into the top right position for MVP. Can he close things out and defeat the hero of Axiom, the flag bearer of the Terrans? It is going to be MVP's Swagger. God, that name. And spawning in the bottom left position as Swagger equals Killer. MVP Killer. I believe he actually changed his name to Swagger, though. It's not just a troll name, as far as I'm concerned. So, spawning in the bottom left position as our red Terran player was able to defeat Dream after Dream knocked out about 3 of his teammates. Can he stop the swag from Team Axiom? It is Ryung. So, Neoplanet S is another one of those maps where a third base can be pretty difficult to secure, particularly for a Protoss player. This causes a lot of 2-base timing builds to be pretty effective. In particular, since it is a 2-player map, of course, proxy builds are more than certainly viable enough. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some kind of fast Oracle play, but considering how small the choke point leading into the natural is, also wouldn't be surprised if we saw something along the lines of maybe Colossi play, possibly a 2-base Colossus push, but we'll have to see what exactly he wants to do, of course, as the game progresses. We are going to have a gas at 13 supply for Ryung. Not a super fast one, it didn't look like, so I don't think we're going to see... It's possible he might not go for a Reaper, although the Reaper play is of course, very, very popular. At least just for getting a bit of scouting. We'll have to see if he wants to make a Marine first from this barracks. He could try to go for a proxy factory play, which actually become a little bit more popular recently. If you guys tuned into the Acer TeamStory Cup earlier, we actually had MMA do that quite a bit. One of his matches, I believe it was against Root. So, we'll have to see. Double gas now for Swagger. He's getting that cybernetics core up, and his second pylon is in his main base. He hasn't sent out a probe, so with a double probe mining on this gas, it's looking like it's probably going to be something along the lines of a sentry expand. He is building a zealot, so this is more than certainly just going to be so that he can secure his natural expansion without too much fuss. There won't be any kind of engineering bay block shenanigans like we saw on the map on Star Station. Although I guess that was done by the MVP player, but not taking any risks. Of course, he could also just chrono boost out the mothership core and a stalker. So he could either go really aggressive or just play economically from here. And we are going to have an engineer bay block. So Ryung, he's kind of anticipating this, and I think now we're definitely going to have that mothership core. And wouldn't be surprised at all if a stalker started, but he's actually not going to do it. He wants to just get the Nexus up. So that's why he built the Zealot, and it served its purpose beautifully. And at the same time, Ryung is going to build his command center. He is getting the reactor. He built a Marine and then a Reaper. Basically, it's not a huge deal. It's just because he got the gas at 13 supply instead of 12. He had a little bit of time to mine the rest of the gas for the Reaper. So he's going to be able to come in here, sees, oh, okay, you got a Nexus. It's not going to be anything super crazy. And there is the Sentry. So this is basically a Sentry expand out of Swagger. Popular transitions from this sort of opening from Protoss players. Double Forge Colossus into High Templar with really fast 2-2. Or we could just see 2-base Colossi actually came out of this, kind of opening a lot from Squirtle back in Wings of Liberty. And there is going to be a Forge. So I think this Forge is more so to deal with possible Widowmine play than anything else. It's a single Forge. He still hasn't done on a tech building yet, though, which is pretty interesting. The Reaper will be able to get in here and see this. Seeing a single Forge doesn't really tell a Terran player too much about the Protoss player's plan. Upgrades at this point in the game aren't crazy, but there, that robotics facility is starting. What the? He actually saw that somehow, so he knows there's something there. I don't think he had time to click on that. It is going to be a robotics facility, so very likely that we could see him just get a +1. Oh, it's going to be +1 armor. So typically speaking, when you see kind of plays like the Colossi timings, you will generally get +1 attack, possibly into a fast +2, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. Although I guess generally Twilight Councils are reserved for builds where you get a third. But now, Ryung trying to put a bit of pressure on here with some Marines. He's added on this factory. He's getting some Widow Mines out as well. And a Starport. So we're going to see a medevac come out here from our Axiom Terran. He is now moving this command center down towards the natural expansion. And quite a bit of Marines moving up here for Ryung. This build is a little bit greedy in terms of just getting all these sentries. It's kind of setting himself up for later. Oh, burns 2 force fields immediately there. And the robotic facility is going to finish. He actually, does he have an observer yet? No, he actually can't afford one. He's going to get a Twilight Council. Ooh, so this could be a really fast DT play, perhaps, with drops. Or really fast +2 into some sort of Archon Zealot timing. Which can also be very effective off the 2 bases, but the Marines are, he's ready here. This probe's going to move out. Oh, does he know what's coming? Oh my goodness, this probe heading towards the bottom area to get a bit of a scouting, it seems. And the observer should be able to move out and spot this, but there are a couple of widow mines. He has the medevac and the Reaper. At the same time, Ryung is going to secure his expansion, getting up additional gas income and the rest of his barracks. So he's going to be starting a very late stim, though. So what he does here needs to do a little bit of damage, or he's going to find himself very far behind. And there is the dark shrine. I actually can't zoom in on it. It's that far away on the edge of the map. It's that well hidden. But the Marines are not going to run into the natural. The Mothership Core does have enough energy for Photon Overcharge. He's not going to be able to kill this Nexus with this handful of Marines. But just trying to bait a little bit, draw the units towards the main. Towards the natural, and then use the medevac to drop the main. But the robotics bay is coming in as well. So what this looks like Swagger wants to do, he has this observer, he sees the production setup, he knows there's going to be a very late stim. He has this probe to get a pylon. Swagger can bring in a couple DTs, try to punish a lack of detection from Ryung. By the way, there is a lack of detection from Ryung. And this can actually do a ton of damage. If he just gets in here, kills a couple SCVs, maybe snipes the reactor on this factory, and then suddenly Ryung doesn't have any meat in his army to deal with a Colossi follow-up. So I really, really like this. He's going to add on 4 gateways, moving himself up to 6 gates, the maximum that you can really support on 2 bases. Scans to kill an observer. There should still be 1 here in the main. Now, he grabbed both observers? Oh, he's sending 1 back. All right, so he wants to be a little bit safe. This medevac with the mines is still perusing quite nicely, but this pylon is now started. The Dark Shrine is complete as well. So the mines, they're going to run in. He's just, he doesn't want to throw anything away. The cannons are there. He actually doesn't know about this. He sees the warp gates, though, so he might anticipate some pressure, but this is actually pretty standard for a Protoss to be doing in a situation like this. He's going to send in just 1 Dark Templar, a second one. Okay, so 2 Dark Templar, much better than 1. Basically, just 1 per mineral line to just rack up those SCV kills, and still, there's actually no wall leading into the main, so he actually cannot stop these DTs from getting into his base. He has enough energy for 2 scans coming up, but he should be able to deal a little bit of damage here to these workers, especially splitting them, so no missile turrets at all either. He has a lot of bio here. His stim is still not done yet, 30 seconds away. Now the DTs will begin their dirty work, cleaving these SCVs to shreds, and he's going to move forward with this bio, but we do have Colossi production going. We have this medevac. He's going to try to shut the mines now. He's not going to shut the mines on the Colossus, but he has the Colossus, he has the sentries and the zealots, he can force field the bio away, and the Dark Templar, Swagger, man, he is bringing all of that swag into Ryung's base. This might just kill him right here. He's killing so much. Ryung has a supply lead, but he's going to dive in. He realizes he needs to do something, but the Colossus is going to get everything with the force fields and the photon overcharge. The Widowmine gets a shot off. Ryung needs to kill absolutely everything here, and DT's warped in behind his army. He cannot stop this. The DT's just cleaving through. He's going to scan to kill them off, but the Colossi will be able to take out the bio. He's going to run in, but the cannon is here to support as well. And Archon, he's going to lift up and try to run away, but Ryung losing all of his workers, 50 probes to 17 SCVs. Oh my goodness, 36 workers killed right now by Swagger. And he has killed Axiom. GG, Swagger, bringing that swag home. And that's it for Axiom. The score for this match is going to be 5-2 favoring MVP, so great play here. Swagger coming in to close out the series, guys. If you enjoyed the cast, please, you can follow me on Twitch TV. You can follow me on Twitter at QuanticNate. And you can also follow my YouTube channel where you can catch the VODs of this games, as well as all the other TeamStory Cup matches that I have casted. That's youtube.com/DarkNathanias.